Well, it's great to play again. It felt like we haven't played for a long time, since Sunday and kind of basically a one-game, 3-day road trip. So, I was happy with a 31-point win, and, we were able defensively to hold them to some season lows, 30%. They shot from the field, 9 kills. We had 9 kills, which means 1 kill equals 3 straight stops, and we had 9 of those. We were 1 more away from 10. So that's a really good thing, and held them to our season low point, or their, well, I don't know, us defensively a season low for our opponents, 0.69 points of possession. So that's a good thing. 44 points in the paint, 24 assists. I thought was really good. I thought Miro, 11 rebounds and 8 assists, did a really good job when we would get stops, just getting it and looking up the floor and trying to create easy opportunities for our team. And, KD had a great spark. Keanu off the bench, right, 6 for 9 from the field, 9 rebounds and 2 assists. And so, it was kind of an awkward game. I'm not sure how to describe this game. I thought early in the game especially, we got jumped out early. They called timeout 2 minutes into the game. So we got off to such a good start. And then I thought we got a little selfish on the offensive end. We were playing one-on-one basketball. That's not us. That can't be us. And we just had our moments that way tonight where we just made life more difficult. We missed a lot of chip shots. I think we missed 5 layups in the first half, missed layups, and then got stripped in the paint with some stuff. And we just got to be tougher with the ball with that. But we'll grow and we'll learn. We did some really, really good things too. But we just got to always play connected. And, but there'll be a lot we can learn from this game. We just got to tighten some things up on both ends of the floor and have a couple really good practices as we go into Tuesday.
I guess just after that Mississippi State game where you had the 11-point lead, you lose by 5 to a team that is KenPom top 30 right now. And then you come into this one, they get that brief lead. Just what kind of response, how did you feel about the response from your team, going over those about last 35 minutes?
A great start. I thought our start to the game was really, really good. And you could sense, that game, we had a long film session on Tuesday, 2 days after the game, and some really good things. That game was twofold, a tale of two halves. I thought we were really good in the first half, mainly defensively, right? In the second half, we gave up 50 points, and there was just too many breakdowns. It was a potpourri of different things, and then we had a ton of foul troubles. So we were negotiating foul issues. I can't remember the last time 3 guys have fouled out in a game, right? And we had 3 guys fouling out in a game. So you're constantly trying to massage that against a really athletic team. So I thought we had 2 very good practices coming into tonight. And then I just thought we had some really good and some not so good. And I think sometimes, of course, you always want to get out to a great start, but I just felt like some guys maybe felt like it was going to be easy because you get off to a good start, and then we kind of had a slow, and then we responded. But we got to be able to finish plays, finish defensive possessions, finish plays around the basket. Got to be able to do that, on a consistent level. Now, the realistic side of me, and now I'm going on. So I thought we really responded in great spurts. I thought Gabe Matson played with a ton of purpose tonight. Like, he had real purpose on both ends of the floor. Now, you expect that out of a fifth-year guy and a guy that's, played the most minutes probably on our team, right? So you expect that. At the end of the day, guys, we're playing with 9 scholarship guys, and 3 of them are centers. So, there's just some things that, our ability to cover up mistakes, it's hard for us right now. We're playing some guys really out of position. So we're just kind of keep growing and trying to get these guys healthy and get back to more of a complete team, I guess you could say.
Keanu Dawes almost had another double-double tonight.
Yeah.
I think he ended up just 1 rebound short of that. But just how are you feeling kind of about his comfort level at this point in the season, how he's kind of progressing at this point?
Yeah. It just feels like he's gaining momentum, right? I still feel like he has some sophomore, not sophomore slumps, but he's still growing, right? So there's a little bit of up and down with some things and staying on point. But, man, he's playing with a lot of force right now. I love when he just goes and attacks rebounds and plays with aggression, right? And he's a really good shooter. It's good for him to see that thing go in at the top of the key in the first half. And so he's become kind of a blender. And like tonight, he played a lot of five. Like, as crazy as that is to say, but he got a lot of good stuff. Playing that, we were playing four guards and him at the five, and so. But he just seems to kind of do something every day. Last couple of days in practice, he did some really good things too. And so when you start doing those kind of things, it builds confidence for himself, certainly, but it also builds confidence in your teammates. When your teammates believe in you, I think it gives you even a little extra, right, more to it. But as you can see, he can do a lot of different things on that floor, and it's exciting to see where he's going to grow or where he's going to go.
You've got veterans on the squad, Gabe, you mentioned, but are you seeing leadership start to develop with a guy like Miro Little and Mike Shervents who have the ball a lot in their hands?
Yeah, I thought Miro was really good tonight. I thought he was good defensively. He took the challenge to guard their leading scorer, and just played with really good pace tonight. I thought tonight he had a different look to him in a good way of just getting everybody going. And he just had a look tonight in a very positive way. And I knew he had a bunch of rebounds early on. I think he had 4 rebounds in the first 5 minutes. I don't really look at the stats a whole lot during the game, if ever. And so when I saw this after the game, I was like, wow, I didn't realize he had 11 rebounds, right? And then I felt confident he had a high assist number. So it was great for him to keep taking those steps. With Miro, you forget he's a sophomore and he hardly played. He played about 8 minutes a game last year. So, he's just going through and he's learning. Those 3 sophomores, Jake, KD, and Miro, those guys are all sophomores. So we're leaning on those guys with very little experience to be able to do some things, and we're demanding of him. But we've seen growth with him. I feel like he's just getting better, on a day-to-day basis. And his voice, he's got a great voice. He communicates all the time. I'm sure you can hear him consistently. There's one guy on the floor you can really hear consistently. Lawson would be another guy, but obviously he's not in there. So it's exciting to see, and we need that. Mike's been playing great basketball. I thought, wasn't himself tonight as a whole for whatever reason, and that's the good thing when you have a good team. Certain guys you can, but other guys can pick each other up, and I feel like we've seen that almost every night, where maybe one guy has a little bit of an off night, but somebody else picks it up, and I think we're going to have that type of team this year.
So you talked about getting your health of your team right now. Do you have any update on the trio of guys who are out right now?
I don't. They're starting to do a few things, so that's good. But I think Zach is maybe a little farther ahead than we thought. On the radio show on Monday night, I think we had said mid-December. I think that's going to be. I would be surprised if it's not earlier than that. Now he's made great progress this week since Monday. And Lawson is still, those guys are doing some light stuff right now, so we'll see how they progress in the next 2 days. The good news is since Sunday, both of them have made some good strides. And so hopefully they can keep kind of slowly stacking those days where we can get them out there.
Does that also include Jaden T?
Well... no, because he hurt himself again yesterday. Quite frankly.
This is for both of you guys. Just after that game you had Sunday, against Mississippi State, a top 30 Ken Pom team, and you had your chance there. Just how did you kind of think the team responded tonight?
First of all, I want to say that we winners. All we want to do is win. We focus on win, and going through a tough loss on Sunday really gave us a good push, and I feel like we've been really locked in since then, and we needed that in a weird way, but today we were really on point, and there's a lot of stuff that we still got to be a lot sharper on, but I think this Sunday's loss gave us a little extra motivation.
I think not only motivation, but also gave us confidence. You kind of tell the way we were sharing the ball and the way we were moving different. I feel like we had extra energy just because we knew, like you said, as a top 30 team, and we really compete, and I feel like we should have won, and we all know that.
Keanu, for you, you had, I think, 9 straight points there in the first half when you guys went on a run to get some separation there. You had a nice defensive block as well. Just what kind of energy do you kind of bring to that team? Is that kind of the goal, is to go out there and be like, bring the spark to that team when you get out there?
The goal is really just go out there and do whatever it takes to win. Like, I don't really think, like, when I'm checking into the game, like, oh, I got to do this. I kind of just go with the flow of the game, and, you know, I feel like I'm a versatile player, so I can kind of just be plugged in different spots and just do what it takes to win.
I guess, Miro, just kind of what have you seen from Keanu as you've kind of gotten these first few games together playing with him?
Man, he better every day. Every day, no matter what game, what day it is, but he's for sure getting better every day. I'm so proud of him. We one of probably my closest teammates over here, and we live at the same place, spend a lot of time together. So I'm really proud of my brother and just the way he acts and way he, even though there's downtimes, he still fights through it and gets focused and lock in and just plays his game, and the result is always good.
There's one of the big things that you've been talked about with this team, the length and versatility that they kind of bring. That was really on display tonight. You guys were able to attack the paint. I think you held them to season low 30% shooting tonight. You haven't allowed anybody to shoot over 40%. I mean, just how much pride do you take in being able to go out there and stop those other teams from being able to get much going?
Yeah, I think, like, that's the biggest thing we really emphasize, especially in practice. Like, even after the game today, like, yeah, we had a lot of good stuff to take away from it, but we still have a lot of stuff to, like, tighten up. But yeah, it's really just our biggest focus, because that's how you win games.
And over those first 4 games, I think every game had been double-digit three-point makes. Tonight you just have 8, but there's a lot more attacking the basket. I think it was a 20-point edge in points in the paint. How nice was it to just be able to show that ability to kind of attack, the basket, and being able to see more shots go down in there?
Just proving that we can do everything, just not being a three-point shooter team. At the end of the day, we are really, really good. Everybody on the floor can shoot the three, and I think everybody knows that. But at the same time, just proving the point that we can get to the rim and finish at the rim, and that's going to be one of our focusing points. Just getting to the rim and really finishing there, because there was a lot of missed layups today. I had a few. Just starting for me, I got to be better going into the paint and just playing off 2 feet also.